Hi guys, today we're reacting to Lonely Mart by Gacharic Spin. If you think you clicked on the wrong episode, yes, we've reacted to Lonely Mart before, only we reacted to a studio recording with only Angie and Oriona performing. This is a full lineup performance of Lonely Mart. We don't usually do multiple reactions to the same song, but this is a Buy Me a Coffee request by Artunes. So we decided it merits another reaction.
A live version, and yeah, thank you, iTunes, for the request. We appreciate the support.
別にいらないなんて笑って傷つかないように望むことはやめたのあの部屋じゃないどこかへ帰りたい行くあてもないのにそれぞれの夜を羨んでコンビニかご一人分の無駄かき集めても孤独は埋まらないよ誰もが一度は探してる今ここで生きてる意味を小さくて頼りなくてもいい何かを残
I don't know why I expected a different approach to this performance. It's still in a balladic energy, but it has the full force of the band behind it. It's a different experience. Listening to this, I mean, we're only a third of the way in, but listening to the song, I understand why the more distilled version came out. I think it brings the melancholy to the surface when Angie and Oriona performed it alone. And here you get a slightly different experience. You get a slightly more powerful experience.
I think the melancholy is here as well. It's just, I mean, again, we're less than 2 minutes in, so it might change. There might be points of difference between this and the other version, but for the most part, it's the same. But the one thing that I am most impressed with is Angie's voice. And I think I've become more and more impressed with her singing when we started actually, getting these ballad requests and hearing those. And the difference between the two is the other one was a studio performance, and this is a live performance, and her voice is still, just as good. So yeah, pretty amazing. And the band, as always, is great. But I'm waiting to see, where else they're going to come in and do their thing and how.
For the gear change, yeah. apparently our first pause was just before the gear change, and what we usually see from Gacharic Spin is this beautiful chaos that is their signature. And in here, it's kind of the same, only it's held back a bit, which allows Angie's beautiful voice to transcend. And she actually, even though she has the full force of the band behind her, she leads this song. You can hear her voice pierce through all this beautiful mayhem.
It's I think it's probably less mayhem than, you know, a lot less than what we're used to from them. It's still sort of within that maybe let's call it a slightly high energy ballad. And you know, they're all fantastic as always, but again, you know, even more so, Angie taking it sort of by the reins and just, she's leading this, no question. Everything about all the little additions that we didn't get in the other version, it's really nice. It gives the song a slightly different, I don't know if interpretation, but a slightly different outlook. It sort of maybe highlights the positive and the hope that is in this song, and less of the melancholy that was, you know, very much in the other version. But I just keep thinking she's so young, and I really hope that this lineup sticks, you know, that they have no more lineup changes, because she's getting better and better. Like, the more I see of her, the more I get how talented she is and how fantastic she is with this band. And sky's the limit.
ありがとう。
Beautiful.
I'm feeling a little bit unwell today. I've had a bit of a high fever for the last couple of days. I feel like I just got my Gacharic Spin vitamin.
Vitamin G.
Yeah, they just always make me feel good, this band. It doesn't matter what they sing about. Before we listen to this one, I listened to the other version again just to kind of have it fresh in my mind. And this song is one of my favorite Gacharic Spin songs now. And I love them in their high energy. I think Mindset is probably my absolute favorite song of theirs so far, from what we've heard. But this one is now up there, you know, and it's even strange, well, a little bit strange for me that it's a ballad, and it's one of my favorites because their energy is what I always love about them. But the positive energy still comes out, you know, in this, and it's just awesome.
They all took it down a notch to make this creation. I don't know actually if they usually do songs like that in their body of work. We only have what we reacted to rely on, but it feels like they're holding back their full capacity to make this happen.
Judging by the comments, yes, they have more ballads. So we're going to get to those, I'm sure, at some stage.
Yeah.
But with the previous version, there was an element in it that let us get to know both Ori Oriana and Angie a little bit better, if you know what I mean. With Ori Oriana, it was more like, nice to meet you. Where have you been? Because, you know, she's always so high energy. And there she was just so reserved and kept it together, you know, even though she did kind of let it rip at times, even in such an intimate version. And Angie got to showcase her voice here as well. But that was that element to that version that I really liked. And I love this one as well. You know, it's just a fantastic song. And any performance of theirs is usually fantastic, and this one's right up there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm correct about this. Maybe I'm influenced by this performance, but it feels like that her voice here was a tad lower than what the octave range, I mean.
It's possible. To my ears, it was similar. I think we've stated before, we're not musical experts. Our ears are not that well trained, but yeah, anything's possible.
There's a line that had caught my eye. I don't think it did the last time we reacted to it. I think some of it may be lost in translation because I don't think it's meant to be phrased that way. But it says, a key case with faded colors showing me the place I'll go home to. And the song itself, I think we discussed it. It's about probably a breakup, somebody who's facing a change in their lives, having been in a relationship that ended, and now they're alone. So that key case, I think what they probably meant is a keychain where you had a key for where you used to live with your lover or partner together, or maybe you had a key to their home and now it's gone from the keychain. So all these things, it's like it's a small example for what happens when you are no longer in a relationship and you are now in the aftermath of that, when things are missing from your life that you are so used to, the key to the shared home and all your previous lovers' belongings that are no longer in your life, and it leaves you like in a state of mourning, when you need to adjust to this new situation that you didn't plan on being in. That line can conveys that to me.
It is an interesting line because that's the line that this time around made me kind of understand that this person might be single, and it's not about a breakup. It's about not having someone. Because the following line, it says, with not enough keys, that's the freedom I chose. And then it says, someday I'll reunite with what I want to cherish. Yeah. So it's like saying maybe they were in a relationship, but they weren't ready for one as yet. So they were the ones who broke it off to experience being single. But the price you pay, being single, you might enjoy yourself in a different way, more freedom. You don't have to answer to anyone. But at the same time, the loneliness is a factor, which is what this song, what it feels like this song is about.
Well, by that entire verse, it feels like this person is realizing just how loneliness affects them. It feels like the person who decided it at the moment of their decision didn't know that it would be like this, such a sad existence.
I don't know if it's such a sad existence, but I think it's like it has its moments, if you know what I mean. Because at the end, like that last line that I read before, someday I'll reunite with what I want to cherish, says that they're not even ready to do it now. They know it. It's a bit self-aware, like I'm not ready to be in a relationship yet, but someday I will be. So it's like knowing that there's a lot of maybe good, that freedom I chose, and there's a lot of bad that goes along with it, which is the loneliness, and sort of either one could be a momentary thing. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. It talks about the weakness that comes with the loneliness, that sometimes you want to kind of surrender to that and maybe settle, be in a relationship that you wouldn't necessarily be in if you weren't so lonely. But it's like not surrendering to that. And I like the final few lines. The moon is so beautiful, hearts are saved on nights like this. I love that line. It's okay to be weak. It's all right. Today I was alive. Good night. So it's taking the small things that she enjoys with being single, but saying in the not so far future, I'm gonna change my approach to this and look for something more meaningful.
I think there's a hopeful notion in it where a person understands that they can't, maybe they can't enter a relationship just because they want to be fixed as people. Maybe they need to get comfortable with being lonely and being complete with themselves, and then have somebody enter their world and just add to it, but not have somebody who has their happiness in their hands, who can solve all their problems just by being there. It's not a healthy way to get into a relationship.
Some of this I think we've talked about in, when we did the other version, but it's funny, like we both kind of got something a little bit different out of it, going through it again. Yeah. And also the way the song is performed kind of gives you a slightly different interpretation in a way, or feeling, out of it. There's a lot more hope felt with this one than before. Before it was more about the melancholy. It's just a very, very good song. And again, fantastic band. Just love everything they do. Thanks again, iTunes. We don't usually do this, but we're glad that we did. Yeah. So, doing the same song twice in different versions. But yeah, this is awesome. Thanks a lot. We appreciate the support.
Thanks, iTunes. Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
We're referring to Faster, Heavier, which were the first, at least, couple of songs we heard from them. And recently, it's been slightly more mellow, even a few ballads. And this is like back to the Faster, Heavier, which we really love. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us again. And for viewing, for commenting. We love all the engagement. And as always, this show would not exist without you guys. So we appreciate you more than you know. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode. So hopefully we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.